Spanish?
No, in English. Hello everybody, here we are with Steve Jenkner. We remember about him because he was competing in 125cc World Championship in the past, and he was like spending many years there and scoring podiums and also one win. And now we're gonna ask him first of all. So Steve, well, after so many years in World Championship, now what are you doing?
Now I'm doing a job for Öhlins suspension company in the, since like 10 years. And I followed superbikes. Now I follow MotoGP testing for them. And here on Most, I'm with my son. He's racing now, so I have to support him a little bit, do the team owner, and care for the sponsors, care for the team, do everything around so he can enjoy his racing.
So yeah, you're doing many activities still, despite retiring from racing already a long time ago. You're still in this world with Öhlins and with your son Moritz. And how has his career been so far?
Oh, it's ups and downs like for everybody, but right now he's in a good mood. He finished twice on the podium this weekend in the Superstock and was very close to win. I think today is maybe even the fastest lap in the race, so getting there.
Really good. And also, what's the goal? What are the plans for the future for Morit's career?
Oh, that's a bit difficult right now. Racing has changed a lot since I retired, and it's mainly about having money or don't have money. So IDM is a good base, a good platform to race for us, and I think that's about what we will do and what we can do. There's no future plans of World Championships, and it's you have to first of all be very fast, and second of all be very rich to arrive there.
Yeah, definitely. We know that the budget is also a very important aspect now, even more now than in the past, maybe in motorcycle racing. And also, yeah, what I wanted to ask actually, we're talking about past and present. About MotoGP, where you were competing so many years, how has it changed compared to when you were a motorcycle rider?
Well, it's more turned into a show and business a little bit. In the past was more pure racing. Changed when I had my career. Changed already. Was more like when I started was like, how much can I charge for the ride, because I risk the rider risks his life basically, yeah, and does the best he can. Transformed into how much can you bring to race. This was a strange period for me, and I stopped racing exactly at the time where the teams asked money from the rider. So for me there's no understanding, because you risk your life, you do the job, you do the show, and you pay. No,
you couldn't accept it, and so that's how you finish your career. And after yeah, this is the biggest change now. It's about show, that there's more money, much more money involved also for the riders, like need to pay. Yeah, if you had the recipe also to, let's say, improve MotoGP also from how it is now, what would you do? I know it's a hard question, yeah. If you had some ideas. I
think it's not so hard. I think it needs to be simplified again. Like, take off the ride-high devices, take off the wings, make it pure racing again. Make it more. I understand the manufacturers, they want to improve their technologies. Ducati is the best at the moment, and I experienced time with them when they were in the past, and I understand clearly what the engineers want to do. This is also my job now. But for racing, it's not really needed. It's not what racing needs. It's also strange to see the young riders coming up so fast, which was not possible in the past. Like, you had to experience and you had to learn, and there were also always old guys that had a lot of experience and were super fast. I remember Jorge Martinez, for example. When I started racing, he was already 6 times champion, and I learned from him so much. He was 20 years older than me, but this is not possible anymore. It's so quick all the time. Like, you are there, you are a star, you're gone. It's not so good. And I think if they take away all these technologies, or a lot of them, and make it pure racing again, there's different people winning.
Yeah, let's say also bikes have changed quite a lot compared to back then. Also, when it comes to MotoGP, you see now all these winglets and all these devices also brought by, for example, Aprilia was the first one to introduce also this. How's it called? This
ride height device, the
device,
dropping down the bike.
Yeah. In Italian it's called abbasatore. Yeah, which many people are debating about it. So you wouldn't.
Yes, and there are many things that make you faster in the end, but now the other manufacturers, they struggle to follow up with the technology, and it's even more dangerous sometimes because the devices break and it's like a struggle. It becomes more like Formula 1, more technological than pure racing, and I think what the people really want is the racing.
Yeah, definitely. They want the racing like in the good old days when you were also racing in 125cc. And I wanted to ask you now to remember also together like the highlights of your career in the World Championship, including also the win that you scored, and also something else later. Yeah, go ahead. The memories.
I had a long career, like many years in the World Championship. In the beginning was a bit difficult because we had private teams. I was very young, without experience. I had only 2 IDM races before I jumped into World Championship. So I started right from the back of the grid and made my way through. And the people gave me some time also to make my way through, which today is also one thing that is not possible any longer. You have to arrive ready to win races, otherwise you're gone. And I made the way through. I finished on a factory April and was leading the championship at one stage, and won my race in Assen. Had many podiums this year, many good races. Even the first one in Suzuka that year, I was in the lead, and just in the last corner got overtaken by Perugini. So it was many nice moments and memories from racing, for sure.
Yeah, especially from when you were racing in the 125cc class, where you became one of the main guys. Were always in the front group, especially in the last years until 2004. Then you changed from 2000 to 250cc in 2005 because of that rule. Because in that year you could be the oldest you could be 28 to racing 125cc, and you had to change. And how was also that season, if you can remember?
That was a difficult season for me because basically I raced the same riders that I raced in 125, and I know more or less that I'm capable of doing also a 250 because I do also bigger bikes at home. And then I was not in the position to have a factory bike, and between the private bikes and the factory bikes there was a big difference. So in the beginning I tried to manage everything with pure risk and aggression, and I tried during the testing. I remember like today when I followed Dani Pedrosa, which was with me in 125, and I know he was not so much faster in these days, and he gave me 1 second in Jerez, and I thought that's not possible, impossible. So I tried harder and harder and made crazy corner speeds, and then started crashing. But there was no money. This was, like I explained before, like 2005 was already, the teams asked for money, so private bike. I bought my own tire warmers, I bought my own exhaust because the bike was not competitive. I broke 8 bones, something around that number. And yeah, this is when I decided another year, 2006, I can do it. I want to do it basically, but if I have proper material and I don't have to pay.
And no these conditions it can happen, so you stopped.
Exactly. We had some plans with some sponsors which disappeared then before the season started, and then we decided, okay, another year like this, I break more bones for no results, and finishing 10th or 15th in a race is not what I wanted to do. So. And
now a question. Okay, you went to 250cc in that year because of the age limit in the 125cc. Would you say, but now would you say yes or no? Would you take it out or would you keep it now?
I think now you can keep it because 28 is quite old these days. So people, the riders started with 16 or even 15, so it's a long time to go in 125. So So I think now it could be okay. It's 10 years. Now you start from 18. You have 10 years, so it should be okay.
But in the past you said it was a bit different. You could start also much later and still get to World Championship.
Exactly. Some people like Jürgen Fuchs, Ralf Waldmann, which I raced with, they started with 28 years. So they haven't even got the chance to race 1 to 5s with this rule.
Yeah. So that is completely different. Yeah. In conclusion, I want to ask you, Steve, also. If you want to say thank you in general to anybody for all the years that you had as a motorcycle rider, and also for supporting also still you and your son Moritz, who is having also his career in motorcycle racing.
Yeah, first of all, it's all the motorcycle fans, of course, which follow us, which see the races, which watch TV and support us, because this makes racing interesting for sponsors. And then thank you to the sponsors and to the teams that do the sport and develop the bike and do all these efforts, travel around the world. It looks nice on TV, but if you do it 20 years, you feel it's a hard job. No, it's not a fun.
Yeah.
So, but basically the main thing is that people watch.
Yeah, people watch and enjoy races. Another question has come to my mind. I saw you for the first time this weekend. We just arrived to the circuit yesterday, and you were running and still doing some sports. Yeah. So you still keep fit, and I see also you look fit. You're still training also. As if you never stopped racing. Yeah, like that.
No, I think this is something that professional sports men cannot really stop. All my childhood I spent training, so it's difficult to stop me.
So you just continue, because I also saw some other ex motorcycle riders who stopped and got a little bit bigger, let's say, a little bit fatter. Yeah, so it's good also to see someone who doesn't stop.
No, there are many like me. If you look at Ray Bayliss, for example, he's super fit, riding bicycles every day, and it's just a lifestyle also. Yeah. Like we enjoy, sometimes in the winter I go riding with my son in the flat track world in Spain, and you need to be a little bit fit. I'm not super fit, but I'm okay to ride.
That's very well, and also help. And now also in your job, with audience and helping Moritz Jenkner, developing his career, and who knows, maybe still in the future there could be some good opportunities.
Yeah, you never know. He's on a good progress curve now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Steve, for giving us your time, and wishing you all the best in everything you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Ciao.